energetic reading. What else am I gonna do? Interact, flip camera, mirror your video. I don't know what that means. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, we're tapping in for a July element reading. Oh, Wagwan, what's good? Come on in, top on the screen, please. Write in what your big three is. What's your big three? What's your big three? Because we're going to do this beautiful elemental July prediction, energy check-in. Had to rub on my selenite because y'all, lately the energies, let me tell you, there's also a full moon in Capricorn happening. What is going on? What are we doing? It's giving boss bitch. It's giving boss. Ooh. Okay, y'all. This is Masego playing right now. If y'all know anything about Masego, he's a life path 9. I'm also a life path 9. Do y'all know how many? Do y'all know how many records and instruments and talents this man have? Let me get you on my head. Let me get you. All right, tap in, write in your big three. Say hello. Don't be shy. We are starting with my water signs. I'm trying to get to at least 1,000 likes before I will start this reading. Before I start this reading, let's get to 1,000 likes because it's gonna be good. So what energetically is going on? So we're in July, right? Hello. We're in July, right? July 7, right? July is the 7th month, right? And we all know lucky number 7. I literally went to the store earlier and forgot that I had like an old number had the discount code, right? And I put my number in and my total came out to 777. I was like, look, the energies is giving in this July. If you are trying to manifest, this is the perfect time because it's giving main character energy, okay? We need to stop playing like we not the shit, okay? The people who are needing to step up to the plate and show the world exactly who they are, this is the time for you to do that. So it's really giving main character this July. And as we continue to nourish ourselves within this Cancer season, right? And enter Leo season, fiery. The fire is hot. Okay, summer and it's fiery. And it's the 7th month. It's giving miracles are about to happen. Trips are about to take place. Abundance and prosperity is going to start to be flowing. Make sure you maintain your vibrations because that's the goal, right? That's the goal. Ooh. Yo. Let me finish. I didn't finish. I pre-shuffled some of my oracle cards and I will probably pull tarot if I feel called to after, but right now I'm working on the cards and I know I only pull cards for y'all. I don't need these cards, but energetically it confirms for people who are the visual learners. You know, we pull those cards for y'all, you know, because a lot of people like seeing to believe in, and it's just like you're aligned to the message because you're aligned to the message because your energy is aligned to what is about to be said. So yo, this mine. Don't you ever like my God body. Yo, I had to pause to say that, y'all, like, because honestly, what I was saying earlier, like, we are really stepping into our fulfillment, our power, the essence of who we are, because we have been allowing, you know, life to just happen to us and not taking control when control is needed to be taken. It's like you have the power to control your life. You have the power to see the reality that you want to see. And of course, as we are growing in these moments of, you know, awakening, there are experiences that you need to have that will help you tap into that energy. But at the same time, once you receive that wisdom, right? Once you have that experience, you have to now take that experience and use it for the next scenario. So if in one case, you used to get cheated on and you allowed it because, you know, you felt like you couldn't find anybody else or anything else better, right? The next situation that in whatever, however you felt during that time, you learned from that and you realize you are worthy. You are greatness. You do deserve a love that caters to you and doesn't lie and isn't toxic. You deserve that, right? So when you believe you deserve that, you start seeing different things. Different things start entering your reality. And you are starting to learn how to discern from those things. Because we could see something isn't good for us, but we have this mentality to still do it because we don't feel like we deserve anything better. And this is the time to crush that. That energy does not serve. So whoever this is for and who's needing this message, that does not serve you. It's time to receive all that you are meant to receive. It's time to love on yourself bigger and better than you've ever loved on yourself before. It's time to really shine, you know, and let go of the past. Let go of the things that, you know, really had you stuck in that loop, you know, and not shining the brightest that you ever shine. Like that's ooh, yes, 77 likes. Thank you. Like, cause it just is what it is. This is the season, and July 7, 2023, that's a 777. So if y'all trying to manifest something, that's the time. Use this Capricornic energy, this full moon in this Capricorn, use that to boss up, be in your confidence, have your routines, and show up how you're supposed to show up, knowing that abundance is yours, that you run this. That's the energy, that's what it's giving. So as we continue on, you know, this ascension journey, that is really what we're moving towards, period. That's really what we're moving towards, period. All right, so let's start on my water signs. All right, so that is Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, and Scorpio, Pisces, and what's the next one I'm missing? Fit check. Oh, Scorpio, Pisces, and why I'm having what's the other water sign, y'all? It's Cancer. We in yeah, why we in Cancer season and I totally forgot them. So we're doing an energetic check on Scorpio, my water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Y'all want to see my fit? Hold on, let's do before we start this water, because that's what it is. I'm a Pisces rising, so anything about a Pisces, if you know anything about a Pisces rising, they'll give a fit, okay? They'll give a fit, okay? So that's what we're on. That's what we're on today. So let's see. So what does my water signs energy is giving? Wow, this is so interesting, because literally I was thinking, if y'all know anything, Neptune is in retrograde, so there's a lot of illusion. There's a lot of like illusions happening, falsities happening, but with all the other energies, it's really grounding you as well, especially with this full moon in Capricorn, grounding all my water signs. It says delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So that's the thing, surrendering to what's going on in this moment, being like water, literally. Like, here's this analogy. The analogy of water fits in different circumstances and spaces. Water is flexible, right? So when water is being poured in any type of different container, it doesn't say, oh, this is not my shape, I don't fit in here. No, it just conforms itself to that shape. And when it enters back into a vastness like the ocean or large lakes, it conforms to that, it expands. So this is really, look, ground yourself. This is really, really, really the time to ground yourself, ground your energy, really take heed on what this full moon in Capricorn is trying to tell you and show you. Look, roots, literally grounding, y'all. Red, today is Sunday, so for my water signs, it's really, really important to ground that energy. It's really important to do those things that make you feel safe and secure. Grounding your energy can look like going outside into nature, connecting with the trees. It could be spending time with your family. You know, we're in Cancer season, so it's really, really important to connect with those personal and intimate relationships even more deeper. So do the things that bring you back home to yourself. Wow. It says cook something good. So somebody needs to get into earth. Like this past couple months, I've been helping my mom garden. And the luxury, like she's in Miami, so the luxury of getting fruits and, you know, herbs and vegetables from the earth are better and easier to do, right? So I've been helping her with her garden, and being able to just go in the garden or climb a tree and get the fruits and the vegetables that I need is so important. So that's part of grounding, y'all, connecting back into earth, because as water signs, as water, you nourish the earth as much as it will nourish you back. So next, don't be afraid to make the first move. Take the risk. And that's the thing. It's like a lot of times with these type of energies, especially water energy, sometimes, especially I know for sure I'm a Pisces rising and a Scorpio moon. So with my Scorpionic energy, it can be fixed sometimes. Like it could be real fixed, especially with my Pisces rising. Sometimes like I'll look at something, a dream, or, you know, that a vision that I had, and then be so fixed on that outcome. And that's why it's saying being flexible and ground yourself. Using, like literally using that divine masculine energy within you. That's what that Capricorn energy is really having you do. Tap in to, because water energy is feminine energy. That's the feminine aspect, right? So this is a time to surrender to those aspects of the action, go-getter, masculine energy, especially if y'all think about a Capricorn, the goat, okay? So they get what they need to get done through hard work. So this is definitely the season for you to be seeding the foundations to the businesses, seeding the foundation to the projects that you're about to give out, seeding the foundation and actually planning it out to get ready to launch it without just holding on to the idea and the thought and not executing. This is where we surrender to our greatness. This is the time, okay, water signs? All right, we're moving on to fire signs. Guess what? I'm a Sagittarius, so where are my fire signs? Do I have any fire signs up in here? Do I have any fire signs? Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Wagwan, what's good? Do I know? Who do I have in here? Let me see. Do I have any fire signs? Even like, where's the fire sign energy? Are they coming in? Either way, I'm about to read from my fire signs because, We need to know what's going on, okay? All right, what's the energy? Right? Okay, I could, here's the thing. Wow. A lot of my fire signs are really feeling excited about and feel the new shift that's coming on, especially with the fire season coming in. Summer is a fire season. And then with Leo coming in, that golden ray, that sun energy, it's really, really opening portals for a lot of my fire signs. And I know it's been a lot these past couple months, you know, maybe years. But it was really important for you to learn how to ground yourself and not blaze, because sometimes the fire does need to be tamed, because it can be wild and it could destroy everything in its path, especially when it's untamed. But when it is certain, when it's precise, it gets a different energy. It becomes more transformational, as it should be, versus straight destructive. We're not destructing things with no purpose. There's a purpose. When you burn, when you blaze through things, there's a purpose for that. But if you are out of whack to your own energy, you start creating realities. You start burning things that don't need to be burned. And that's self-sabotage. So a lot of us are coming out of that energy as well. I'm feeling that of just burning because we can, you know, learning how to tame that energy. A lot of my fire signs, you know, for me especially, like, I love to meditate. Because if I don't meditate, like, the blaze is coming. So imagine, I have a stellium in Capricorn. 7 placements to be exact in Capricorn, okay? So if I didn't have those 7 placements, whoo, I can only imagine, okay? So now having these 7 placements in Capricorn, it really grounds that fire for me. It really allows me to know the direction on where I'm going and use that flame to blaze the way and blaze through. So this is what is coming up for you fire signs with this full moon and this July month, is to make sure that you're using your groundedness, doing the things that ground you in order for you to blaze that way and into the correct path, like the straight path, not like blaze a whole forest, you know, because when that fire is untamed and when you're only meant to blaze a precise direction, there's no, like when you blaze a whole forest, there's no direction. It's everywhere. And then you get confused. And sometimes you just don't know how to stop that energy. So learning to harness your power and use it effectively in order to create and manifest the things that you're trying to create. So this card right here is right action. So let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. And that's part of also the surrender that's going on. Literally, the surrendering that's going on for you fire signs is really releasing all those things that want to go. Really releasing those thoughts, those memories, those past situations, those experiences that served a purpose in your life and provided the wisdom that you needed. And you let the rest of that shit go, because there is no point of holding on to things that you've already learned from. Then you're telling the universe, okay, re-loop me in, because I didn't get it the first time. And that's not what we're doing. We're literally moving forward. Wow. Wow. Okay. So this one's Pickaboo, right? So this card, basically, I remember when I wrote this card, and it was basically saying your romantic options are endless. And when we talk about that, it's like the love. Your love is overflowing. So you are starting to experience love and intimacy in so many different levels. It's not just with one person or in intimate relationships outside of yourself. It's the ones that are close inside within you, like the ones that really matter, like that intimate relationship that you have with that inner child of yours, that intimate relationship you have with the masculine and feminine within you, the intimate relationship you have with your thoughts and your ideas and your dreams and your passions. Those are what is cultivating the reality you see in front of you. It's so interesting because I was talking to my sister is a Leo, and I actually have a lot of fire signs around me. And I was speaking to them about, like what is this feeling? Because we're all feeling, especially with all these solar flares like going on, we're really feeling heightened energy. And honestly, a lot of Kundalini rising energy and a lot of sexual, sensual energy. And as I talk to other clients about their experience right now through opening up their room space, they're saying the same thing. Like, I'm dealing with a lot of past sacral trauma that I didn't think that I still had. So that's all that Kundalini rising. In order for the Kundalini to rise, it literally has to go through each chakra, cleansing. So if the chakras aren't balanced, it won't be able to rise. So with these solar flares, it's really igniting and pushing that energy up through your crown so you could get all the channels and the messages that you need to blaze that way, right? And a lot of people, like I said, have been talking about their sensual sexual energy. And a lot of people don't know what to do with that energy. It's not just because you're feeling hot and bothered, that don't mean you go have sex. A lot of times that hot and bothered feeling or that like sensual arousal that comes up is really for you to transmute that energy into a creative outlet, okay? Creation looks different. Creation is not just about having babies, okay? You could be taking that energy and using it to manifest a car or a new living situation, or a travel, or your new business, or an art piece that you've been working on. That energy is supposed to be used to cultivate things that will create abundance for you. So if any of my fire signs, I know y'all feeling it, if y'all feeling this arousal energy, you're getting prepared. This is you preparing yourself to manifest some things coming in this Leo season, okay? There's a big portal, and we all know about the 888 portal that happens during Leo season. So that's a very abundant month for you. And that starts with this 777 portal that's happening on July 7th. So, whew, that was a lot. I had to speak. Okay, next one. And I got this a lot. Spend time with friends. So for me, I have been connecting with people that I haven't really connected with in a bit. Like, there are people that I know and acquaintances and friends, but I haven't been connecting because I really have been taking the time to be in my own portal and be in energies that feel grounding to me while I transition through a lot of different things. So again, as we finish up this Cancer season and take the time to nourish ourselves, we also are getting ready to step out. Okay? So it's really important to do that networking. Leo season is about networking. It's all about who you know, not only what you know. Okay, so you have to be out there. You have to be out there meeting people, seeing people, connecting with people, and in your authenticity. This is not you going to places that you don't want to go to. Whatever feels aligned, whatever your soul is pulling you to do, that's what you do. If it's like, okay, go to this art gallery on a Wednesday, then you need to go to that art gallery on a Wednesday. If it's, oh, go dance at the park, then guess what? It's go dance at the park. And whoever you meet along the way, you're meant to meet. So it's really important for you to step outside. I know it's like I said earlier, I know it's been a rough, hold on y'all. I don't know why that does that. I know it's been a rough couple of months, okay, of looking in the shadows, you know, and transformation. But it's really important for you to show the world what you transformed into, okay? Don't be afraid. That's why it says take the right action. You're taking the right steps into where you need to go. Okay, so I'm also, so this next card right here, for people who are looking for love and looking for their partner, for the people who are, you know, aligning to their divine intimate highest timeline with the person that they're looking for, like, that's why you got to step outside. Because that person is waiting for you to show up. That person is literally waiting for you to show up, and you just have to, like, literally show the world who you are. And as you step out and make these connections and see different people and do the things that you do, fire sign, because, like, that's the thing with fire signs, we will always do what we do. Like, that's a non-negotiable for us. Like, we are always going to level up. That's why we're fire. We create the lane. And we go through those rough hardships. We go through those hardships to blaze the way. And a lot of people cannot relate to that because they're not doing it. They're just seeing the way being blazed, and they're like, oh, well, I don't get what's going on, until they get what's going on. So it's really important to, like, show the world what you've been studying, what you've been learning, all the different aspects of you, because that's how that love comes out. All the love that you've been giving to yourself, that's what's attracting your partner. All right, moving on to the next element. What's the next element? What did I do? I did water, fire, earth, and okay, water, fire, earth, and air. Hold on, y'all. Need to clear that energy. The fire sign was a lot. I felt my energy really high. Okay, we're gonna take 3 breaths. All right, last breath. That was great. All right, Earth. All right, Earth. Had to ground myself for the Earth reading. All right. Wow. Okay. So my mom was a Capricorn, and I was literally talking to her about today about just how it's so important to step out in your authenticity, and with whatever that looks like. If you are mad today, be mad today. If you're sad today, be sad today. If you are feeling sexy today, feel sexy today. If you are feeling amazing and great and abundant and like feel that. Whatever feeling is coming up, feel it. No one says to, especially if there are lower vibrational energies, right? No one say to stay in that energy, but allow yourself to feel and be authentic to your experience, and not fake it. Really, like, I think we are so accustomed to wear so many different masks that we forgot how to be authentic. And that's one thing about that Capricornic energy. One thing about that Capricornic energy is they gon' give you every side. They will give you the side, and they don't care. Like, they just don't. And you know, and it's almost an energy of like, and take me as I am, okay? Because this is how I'm choosing to experience the world, is take me as I am. So with this new full moon, I keep on saying new moon, but in this full moon in Capricorn, it's really important that my earth signs continue to show the world who they are. Like, your energy right now, right before this Leo season, is needed, you know, in its balanced form. Is needed in its balanced form. So being able to be that one friend that is grounded, that is abundant, that is stable, that knows how to maneuver in this 3D reality with effort. Being in that balanced energy is really important. And if anything, this is something that I love about Capricorns, is that they can be in their own worlds, creating this abundance. And they don't care about anything happening around them. They could just be in their element. And me having that 7 placements in Capricorn, I see how that benefits me. And a lot of times I will be in my own element, singing to my own tune, having the best time of my life by myself. Okay? Creating the reality that I want to create, because that's the thing about the goat. There's this Haitian story, like the goat, when the goat climbs the mountain, it stays on the mountain for a little bit, like for a while, and then when it's ready to come down, it comes down. But sometimes you'll see the goat disappear, and like people are like, oh, the goat just climbed the mountain, so it'll come back when it finds some divine solution for whatever that they're going through. So when you see a Capricorn just take a second, disappear, and not pour in so much energy that they are usually pouring out, yeah, they're on their they're thinking of a master plan, and they come down that mountain with that master plan and serve it to the world. So it's really, really important right now for my earth signs to take that Capricornic energy and use that to your advantage. This is time for you to start visualizing all the things that you want to manifest. Visualizing, planning. That's one thing about an earth sign. If you even have earth in your Mars, this is how you manifest, by writing it down, planning it out. I remember I used to manifest taking trips. I used to manifest going out of the country by just writing the itinerary down, planning it out, like looking up the flights, looking up the hotels that I'm going to stay at, writing everything down, because also writing, scribing is also a tool of manifestation. So it's really important to do that vision board. Those things that you have been asking for and wanting to receive, it's time for you to allow the energy to be attracted to you versus trying to chase it. Be in that Empress energy, but write everything down. That's the action steps. Writing it down. It's really, really important. So create a vision board. Like, if you guys don't know how to create a vision board, it's really simple. It doesn't have to go be, getting a poster and finding magazines and cutting that out and putting pictures on it. You could do it on your phone. I've gone on Canva and just put images and put affirmations and the goals that I want to achieve. And vision boards don't have to be a whole year spread. You could do a year spread, but it could be like, what am I trying to manifest in this week? Okay. And literally switch it out as the week goes on. Because sometimes we want to see things at the bigger scale, but we forget that there's steps to be taken. So start doing things that are attainable versus just trying to jump to the big picture end goal, right? So if it's, I want to gain 5 more clients through my business this week, you start to create a vision board and start writing how you want that week to be. What does the week look like when I have 5 extra new clients? What am I doing with that extra money? What am I doing with that extra time? What am I doing, during this season of me having this? Start scripting. That's like, look, that's really, really, really important. Happiness. Take a moment to be present and smile. That's literally what I was telling my mom. I was telling my mom that earlier. I'm like, it's so important to be present. That in your zone feeling, that in your zone is like being in your bubble. Like, what does that look like? Being present in, okay, so what energy is this moment giving me? So that's why, as a self-care, doing your vision board. Because when you're doing something, like when you're doing things that grounds you, like doing a project or gardening or dancing or singing or cooking, those things put you into this melodic rhythm and frequency that allows you to manifest, because your mind isn't going in a loop. Your ego is not creating these narratives for you to follow. You're just in this flow state. You're in this state of surrender, and that's when those things start to manifest. So it's really important for you to take that second and know what you're doing with that energy. Self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I love to take care of myself like never before. And that's wow. Okay, so what I'm really receiving for you, Earth signs, is as you continue to self-care and continue to find what that love, that self-love, that intimacy with self looks like, this rest of the year will be so amazingly abundant. It will be so wow. Like, do y'all hear Krista Michelle right now? As you continue to journey into your self-love and realize how amazing you are at creating material, physical abundance for yourself, not just creating these things and giving them away or hoarding them. This is you finding that beautiful flow, because again, another aspect or another imbalanced aspect of earth signs is to either overgive and not give to self, or hoard. And when you find your worth, your value, your sense of self, you start to use your energy in a balanced way. And that key to that formula really is self-love. Give yourself a year of just pouring into yourself. All that you pouring into everybody else and worrying about what everybody else do and how everybody else eating, and putting the whole world on your shoulders, that energy, let that go. Let it roll down. You wondering why you can't get to the top of the mountain to get that master plan so you could come back down to earth? It's because you're trying to roll up the mountain with a boulder, a few of them. And you really need to release that. You need to let that go. Because it's not like you're not gonna get there, but it's gonna take you a lot of time. And then you'll look, a lot of time and a lot of pain. And a lot of effort exerted that doesn't need to be exerted. So it's really, really important to give yourself time in this next year to really, really, really pour into you, because once you start looking in the mirror and loving what you see, that go energy won't, that earth energy, that like empress energy, that, you know, luxury energy that you just exude, that's gonna be nothing to play with. Okay, so that's really important for you earth signs to really, really take the time and self-care, self-love. You know, it's time for people to step up to the plate and pour into themselves as much as they pour into others. And this is not like, oh, you just cut turkey and like shut everybody out. No, it's really setting boundaries with not only others, but setting boundaries with yourself. Okay, it's really important to set those boundaries with yourself. So moving on to my air signs. I know, I feel like dancing. Like the air is giving the air is giving flow. The air is definitely giving flow. The air is giving Give me a second, y'all. I'm organizing as I channel the things. Like, I don't know why I'm flowing with this, the beat to the song. It's like, it's really giving flow. It's really giving alignment, smooth. Yo, this song is saying I'm sweet like a glass of Cabernet, like smooth. Like, y'all, if you guys are a wine consumer like I am, I like a good aired out wine, okay? Like, you know, when you don't just, if you know anything about wine, if you have an air filter where you just put it in and it aerates your wine for you, like, because in 2023, as we give main character energy, we're not just popping corks and pouring wine, okay? We're aerating. We're aerating the wine so we could taste the fine notes of what it's giving. We're tasting all the things that need to be tasted. We are taking the time to really listen to our intuition. Like, that's a flow. Instead of like, if there's any time to be in your flow, air signs, it's right now. Okay, it's right now. It's really important for you to take the time to nourish yourself, nourish your body, whatever that looks like. If it's changing the way you eat, if it's starting a fast or a cleanse, if it's, you know, working out, if it's doing the things for your body that nourishes your aura, it's really important for you to listen to what your body is saying. Like, your body is such a beautiful machine. Your body is such an amazing vessel, an amazing tool. So it's really, really important for you to listen to it, because it tells you exactly what you need to move on to the next timeline, to create the things that you are trying to create for yourself. It's if your body is saying I want this, that means, and in the area doesn't have what your body is telling you to have, that means it's time to manifest a place that has exactly what your body is calling for. Like, this is so important because your intuition is literally telling you, and your body is literally guiding you to the energetic fields that you need to go to. So you have to listen to that. It's so important. That's that inner guidance that we tend to try to, you know, forget we have. But when we do the work, when we do the shadow work, when we do do you not think there's benefits to that? And the benefits are showing itself, but sometimes we get so in our head about it that we don't realize it's really simple. It's really simple. Just follow those things. So each person's road to the inner self is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. That's why I love these, because it just, like, I know it just confirms. Like, that's all this is. You know exactly what you need to do, my air signs. Okay? You know exactly what you need to do. And it's just doing it. It's not just like the flow. The flow is making sure you're flowing the things out. You know? Like, the flow isn't being stagnant and stuck in decision making or stuck in your headspace. It's really about surrendering and letting what needs to happen. That's flow state. Flow is not just like thinking anything and no, it's like letting the energies flow, letting the things go that need to go, and making room for the things that are ready to come in and ready to be seated. So this is part of my, like, in 3 days, mind you, I keep on saying new moon because new things happen and new things popping, like, apparently. But the full moon in Capricorn, that's what it's showing you. You have been seeding the things that will bring you abundance. You have all the ideas. You have all the, blueprints. Now it's time to really action out those things. Like I said, the flow. You have to action out the flow, because it's like a dam. If you've been like holding on and hoarding to all these different things that you're meant to do, then all these things that you're meant to do, then what you need to receive ain't gonna come. You have to release to receive. So take these next 3 days within the energy, because it's 3 days before a full moon and 3 days after full moon is when the energies are still rich. And it says in 3 days. Is 3 days the 7th? Because if 3 days is the 7th, we're what? Today's the 2nd, right? Today's the 2nd, tomorrow's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, well, it's close to, in 3 days, it's close to that 7-7 portal. So again, within every time, every day, because they go by that Gregorian calendar, everything is slightly shifted. So you don't want to go exactly, yes, it's a 7-7 portal on that day, but mind you, the energy are starting. That's why we say 3 days before and 3 days after, because it gives you the intention that you will be wielding this energy within that 6-day portal. Okay, so something's about to pop off. Something's about to pop off. Look, yo, I said something about to pop off, and it says big butts coming in. Look, and I don't know why I kept this, and it was like right over my air sign pile. So y'all about to receive that golden ticket that goes in front of everybody. That's so crazy. I didn't even notice I had that over there. So as you continue to nourish yourself, nourish your body, listen to the flow. In order for the flow to be, in order for you to listen to that intuition and really discern where you're being placed to go, you really have to eat clean. You really have to eat the things that are in high vibration, because if you don't, like, it'll confuse you. You'll be confused. Yeah, and then for love, y'all, I got this wifey card. So, will you marry me? So for all my air signs that are looking for love, something you will receive it. Continue doing what you're doing. The next couple, like in the next couple months, your life will be totally changed. Like all of my signs, all of my elements, like July is going to be serving so many things for you that you have never even imagined for yourself. Whether you choose them or not, like for the people who are doing the work, they'll be receiving a lot of what they have been manifesting. And for those people who choose not to do that work, guess what? The universe is ripping and pulling and pushing you and dragging you into where you need to go. So I advise you to listen to yourself. I advise you to flow with yourself. I advise you to do the things that connects you to your higher self, because this summer, this July is going to be giving what it needs to give. So yeah. Woo! That was a lot. I haven't done these in a while. So I'm going to take the time and go nourish myself. But thank you for tuning in, y'all. I'm gonna also have this. I'm probably gonna post this on Instagram and then post this on my YouTube if you guys want access to any of that. Links in the description. I am also opening, as you guys know, I've been on TikTok, doing TikTok like every day for the past what, week and a half. And I've been doing dance classes. I've been doing yoga, dance class, meditation, but I am opening up a course that is called Find Your Inner Dance. So it will be me connecting with beautiful, beautiful, like-minded goddesses and women to find your inner feminine and sensuality and sexuality in a safe space to express yourself as who you truly are, with no judgment and with no cap. We're just gonna really get in tune. So it'll be a course that I'm getting ready to launch at the end of the month. So I'm really, really excited for that. What else? If you haven't checked out my book already, Poems of a Divine Feminine, She Unraveled Poems of a Divine Feminine, because there's a lot of things in there that I had to unravel, okay? And it also takes you through beautiful affirmations with each poem. So if you guys have not checked that out yet, go check that out. What else? I will be on here tomorrow to do a per Zodiac reading. And yeah, I'll probably do a promotion for that. Other than that, that's it. This was fun. I think I'm going to enjoy posting this on my other platforms and take a few. Hold on, y'all. It's so interesting. People just be looking in people's windows nowadays. But yeah, I'm going to be enjoying taking the time to tap in with you guys in these next why can't I speak? In these next coming days, okay? So yes, peace. Have a wonderful, amazing day. Go out there and do your best, give your best, and be your best.